How to use FTP, SFTP for your website files. Imagine you just built a beautiful website and now you need to get your files from your computer to your web server. How do you do that smoothly and securely? That's where FTP and SFTP come into play. They are tools that help you transfer files between your local device and your website server. Think of them as digital couriers for your website data. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It's been around for a long time and is simple to use. With FTP, you can upload, download, and organize your website files easily. But there is a catch. FTP sends your login details and files in plain text, which means anyone could potentially see your information if they intercept the data. That makes FTP less safe, especially if you're handling sensitive information. SFTP stands for Secure File Transfer Protocol. It's built on secure shell technology, which encrypts everything you send and receive. This encryption keeps your login details and files safe from prying eyes. Because of this, SFTP is the better choice for most web hosting situations, especially when your website contains private data or confidential information. To get started with either protocol, you first need some credentials from your web hosting provider. They will give you a username, password, server address, and port number. The default port for FTP is 21, while for SFTP, it's usually 22 unless your host specifies otherwise. These details are essential to connect successfully. Next, you'll want to download an FTP or SFTP client. Popular options include FileZilla, WinSCP, and CyberDuck. These programs give you a visual interface so you don't have to type commands in a terminal. They make managing your files much easier. Once you open your chosen client, you'll enter your server address, username, password, and select the correct protocol. Then, you click Connect. When connected, you'll see two panels. One shows your local files on your computer, and the other displays your server files. Navigate to the folder where your website files are stored, usually called public HTML or www. To upload files, simply drag them from your computer into the server folder. To download files, do the reverse. It's as simple as copying files from one side to the other. Sometimes you might need to change file permissions. This controls who can read, write, or execute your files. You can do this directly in your FTP or SFTP client. Setting the right permissions ensures your website runs smoothly and securely. Once you finish transferring files, always disconnect properly. This keeps your connection secure and prevents unauthorized access. Just click Disconnect or close the client. Remember, FTP and SFTP are part of the larger internet system that includes network routing, data centers, and internet infrastructure. Using SFTP helps protect your data as it travels across the internet, which can be affected by factors like bandwidth and latency. In short, using FTP or SFTP involves connecting to your web host with the right credentials, transferring your files through a user-friendly program, and managing your website content remotely. SFTP is strongly recommended because it encrypts your data, keeping your website safe from potential threats. This process makes updating your website quick, secure, and straightforward, fitting perfectly into your web hosting setup.